guys, Ellie from Excellence Property Management here. So have you been thinking about buying an investment property and renting it out, or upsizing and renting out your own home, but have been super scared of all the doom and gloom about Townsville's vacancy rate? Well, we know that owners love statistics, and I know that actual facts can be hard to come by. So I've done a little bit of research on Townsville's rental market just to give you a recap of what's happened in the last year. So the statistics I'm about to give you do come from, basically they are a percentage of all of the rental properties in Townsville. And what I mean by rental properties is residential rental properties only. So in October 2016, the overall residential rental vacancy rate was at 6%. So 6% of all the rental properties in Townsville were vacant. In October 2017, so just last month, I found that the overall vacancy rate is now only at 3%. So that's a huge 3% reduction in the last 12 months, which is great news, because what that means is that there's less properties available, the rental returns are higher, which means more money in your pocket if you're looking at renting a property now as versus last year. What it does mean, just to put it into layman's terms, so a 3% reduction is approximately 11 days vacant per year on average. If your property was $400 a week, that's $630 back in your pocket, which is great. Don't get too excited though, it's not the world's best vacancy rate. We are still above and beyond what capital cities are, like Sydney and Melbourne, who are around, maximum for a capital city is 2%, and then they drop down below that. And obviously they're a city market, so they've got a lot more to choose from. So in summary, if you are considering renting a property, buying an investment home, what you can expect is less days vacant and more rent this time than you were looking at this time the year before. However, I've got a few tips and tricks to share with you, just in case you are deciding to do that, to make sure that you are safe and you don't obviously spend way too much money on a property and then find out you're not getting the return you're looking for. So the first thing to do is to make sure that you set your rental income forecast as a worst case scenario. And that means if there is a property that you're dubious on and it's $20 less than what you think you could expect, do your budget at $20 less. Also, allow for your property to be vacant for at least 3 weeks, just to be sure to make sure that you can live without that 3 weeks worth of rental income for that year. The second one is, when you are setting your budget, a lot of people do this, don't just calculate your mortgage repayments. You will get shot in the foot if you do that. You need to remember to also include things like bank fees, your interest rates, body corporate levies, that kind of stuff. You'll also need to take into account property management fees. And keep in mind, it's not just a management fee, there's usually letting fees and other fees involved, so try and average out what they would be in a year and make sure that you can still afford the property. And the last one, which does trip everyone up, is no matter how great your property is, there is a chance that you may need to spend some money on maintenance on your property. My general rule of thumb is allowing or allocating 2.5% of the property's overall value as a budget for maintenance per year. If you follow all of those things and you find that you're going to get a good rental return, then maybe now's the time for you to invest, or upsize, or do whatever you're looking at doing. If you guys liked our information, please check out the blog below. We have gone in a lot more detail for you. Or feel free to give us a call or send us through an email. We'd love to hear from you. Also, don't forget, if you've got a friend or family member who are looking for a good property manager, please refer them through. If they do become a client of Excellence, we will give you $200 cash back. Thanks very much, guys. I'll see you next time.